Dear students, next we are discussing our fourth chapter, Principle of Mathematical Induction. This is our fourth chapter. So in this case, we are discussing some statements and the validity of the statements. The statements related to natural numbers. For example, look at here. What is this? This is a statement. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus up to n. Sum of first n natural numbers. This will be n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is a statement. We are letting p of n. P of n, that means the statement in n. P of n. What is that? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is a statement. In this chapter, we are discussing the proof. In mathematics, for every statement or for every theorem or for every result, we want some proof. We cannot finalize a statement with some examples. In this case, if we are letting n is equal to 2, n is equal to 2, what we will get? In the left side of this statement will become 1 plus 2 because n is equal to 2. So the statement, the left side will become 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. What is the right side? N into n plus 1 divided by 2. If you are letting n equal to 2, we will get 2 into 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So actually what is this? We can cancel these 2's. Then we will get 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So left side is equal to 3 and also right side is equal to 3. So n is equal to 2. This is correct. And look at here. If n is equal to 4. If n is equal to 4. What will get? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus 4 is equal to 10. This is the left side of this statement. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to 10. The left side is equal to 10. And what's the right side? N into n plus 1 by 2. So n is equal to 4. So 4 into 4 plus 1 divided by 2. So by cancelling, here it is 2 times, 1 times. So we will get 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. So left side is equal to 10 and also we will get the right side too. So n is equal to 4, the statement is correct. But we cannot finalize this statement with these examples. These are some examples. But in mathematics, we want a general proof. So for that, we are using the principle of mathematical induction to prove these types of statements or these types of statements involving the natural numbers. This is a natural number. So look at here. What is the theorem saying? The principle of mathematical induction. Let P of n, that means the statement including n. We can say this is P of 2. This is P of 2. And this is P of 4. So in that, let P of n involving the natural number n such that the statement is true for n is equal to 1. That is, P of 1 is true. So first of all, we want to find P of 1. That means let n is equal to 1. In this case, the left side 1 and the right side just take n is equal to 1. So that is, the statement is true for n is equal to 1. That's P of 1 is true. First of all, we want to check this one. We want to check this one. The statement is true for n is equal to 1. If it is true, then go into the second step. What is that? Assume that the statement is true for n is equal to k. So just assume that P of k is true. Just assume that P of k is true. Now the third step, then we want to prove that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Take n is equal to k plus 1, then try to prove that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Then we can say that P of n is true for all natural numbers. And this is the theory part. So don't bother about this one. Now we can discuss some examples, then it will be clear. Look at the first example. The same example. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So what is the first condition? The statement is true for n equal to 1. So we want to check this one. Is this true? We want to check this one. So letting n equal to 1. What you will get? The left side it is 1. The right side it is 1 into 1 plus 1 divided by 2. So this 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So 2 divided by 2. We can cancel these 2's and we will get 1. So that is P of 1 is true. P of 1 is true because the left side is 1 and the right side we got 1. So we can say that P of 1 is true. So now what is the second step? Just assume that the statement is true for n is equal to k. That is, assume that P of k is true. So I'm just assume that P of k is true. We are assuming P of k is true. So what is P of k? Let n equal to k. That is P of k. Let n equal to k. That is P of k. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k is equal to k into k plus 1 divided by 2. This is true. Okay. We are assuming this is true. Now we want to prove that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. If you are letting n is equal to k plus 1, we want to prove the statement is true. So this is P of k plus 1. This is not correct. We don't know whether it is right or not. But we want to prove this one. We want to prove this one. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k plus 1 is equal to k plus 1. Because n is equal to k plus 1. So we will get k plus 1. K plus 1 plus 1. Because n is equal to k plus 1. So k plus 1 plus 1. This is n. This is n. N is equal to k plus 1 plus 1 divided by 2. We want to prove this one by using this P of k. By using P of k, we want to prove P of k plus 1. That is this statement we want to prove. So look at here. What is P of k plus 1? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k plus 1. Here we have 1 plus 2 plus 3. So here 3, then 2. So if it is 4, then 4, 3, 2, 1. Here the 4, the previous number is 3. The previous number is 2. The previous number is 1. So here it is k plus 1. Then what will be the previous number? It is k. Without any doubt, we can say that it is k. So we can write like this: 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus etc. plus k plus k plus 1. So we cannot write this one because we want to prove this one. But look at here. What is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k? It is k into k plus 1 divided by 2. This is assuming. So we can write 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k is equal to k into k plus 1 divided by 2. So look at here. Here we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus etc. plus k. So we can write this is equal to k into k plus 1 divided by 2. K into k plus 1 divided by 2. So remaining there is a k plus 1. Remaining there is a k plus 1. So in terms of this, we are just substituting k into k plus 1 divided by 2. and the remaining k plus 1 is there. So next time cross multiplying these two terms, we can write k plus 1, it's like k plus 1 divided by 1. So by cross multiplying, k into k plus 1 plus 2 into k plus 1 divided by 2. By cross multiplying, we can write like this. So look at here. Here we have k plus 1, and also in this term we have k plus 1. So we can take k plus 1 in outside. It's a common term. This is a common term. Here we have k plus 1. Here also we have k plus 1. This is common term. So I'm letting in outside the common term k plus 1. So the remaining, the first term, in the first term we have k. Second term, the remaining term is 2 divided by 2. So what is this? K plus 1 into k plus 2 divided by 2. So what is p of k plus 1? This is also, what is that? This is also k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1. That means k plus 2 divided by 2. So both are same. So by using p of k, we have proved that p of k plus 1 is equal to k plus 1 into k plus 2 divided by 2. So that means p of k plus 1 is true. So that is p of k plus 1 is true. We have verified this one. So p of k plus 1 is true. Therefore, p of n is true for all natural numbers n. By principle of mathematical induction, we can say that p of n is true for all natural number n. Look at the next example. We have a statement. What is that? For all n greater than or equal to 1, prove that 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus etc. plus n square is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. The sum of first squares of first n natural numbers. Sum of squares of first n natural numbers. Here this is a statement. We want to prove this one. So first of all, what is that? Let n equal to 1. Let n equal to 1. So in the left side it will become 1 square. Left side 1 square. So what is the right side? Right side n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. So for n is equal to 1, we will get 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 into 1 plus 1 divided by 6. So what is this one? 1 into 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Then 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 divided by 6. So it is 6 by 6. So again equal to 1. So the left side is equal to the right side. 1 is equal to 1. So we can say that p of 1 is true because we are verified. So we can say that p of 1 is true. So second step, what is that? Assume that p of k is true. So what is p of k? Let n equal to k. Let n equal to k. So we'll get 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus etc. plus k square is equal to n is equal to k. So k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 divided by 6. So this is true. We are assuming this is true. So now we want to prove that p of k plus 1 is true. We want to prove that p of k plus 1 is true. We want to prove this one. P of k plus 1 is true. So what is p of k plus 1? What is p of k plus 1? In the left side, it is 1 square plus 2 square plus etc. plus k square plus k plus 1 whole square. So this is p of k plus 1. In the left side, it is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus k square plus k plus 1 whole square. So this is p of k plus 1 on the left side. We want to prove this is equal to letting n equal to k plus 1. We want to prove this is equal to k plus 1 into because n is equal to k plus 1. So k plus 1, k plus 2, and 2 into k plus 1 plus 1 divided by 6. So that is, we want to prove what is that? K plus 1 into k plus 2 into 2 into k, 2k, 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 divided by 6. So that is, we want to prove this one, k plus 1, k plus 2, 2k plus 3. This is 2k plus 3 divided by 6. We want to prove, we don't know what it is, but we want to prove this is equal to this. We want to prove this is equal to this by using this p of k. By using this p of k. Okay. So, look at here. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus k square. What it is? We are assuming it is equal to k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 divided by 6. Because the assumption p of k is true. So we can write 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus etc. plus k square is equal to k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 by 6. And remaining term is k plus 1 whole square. We want to prove this is equal to this. Look at here. We want to prove this is equal to this one by using this p of k. So by cross multiplying, we can write, and this is divided by 1. Then by cross multiplying, we can write. So by cross multiplying, we will get k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 plus 6 into k plus 1 whole square all divided by 6. So what is k into, and here we have k plus 1. Look at here. Here we have k plus 1. And also here we have another k plus 1. So we can write k plus 1 outside. So what we want to get? This one. So here we have a k plus 1 and a k plus 2 and a 2k plus 3. So by taking outside this k plus 1, what you will get? I am taking k plus 1 outside. Because we want to get this one, this equation. So k plus 1 outside. So the remaining terms, the first term we have k into 2k plus 1. The second term we have 6 into k plus 1 whole divided by 6. So we will get k plus 1 outside and k into 2k plus 1. That means k into 2k, 2k square plus k into 1 plus k plus 6 into k, 6k plus 6 into 1, 6 whole divided by 6. So here we have k plus 1 outside, 2k square, k plus 6k. Here we have 1k, here 6k. So 1k plus 6k is equal to 7k and plus 6 divided by 6. So actually what we want to get, k plus 1 into k plus 2 into 2k plus 3 divided by 6. So what this expansion will get? So actually we want to get, what is that? K plus 1 into k plus 2 into, what is that? Into 2k plus 2 plus 1 divided by 6. So what is this? That is k plus 1 is outside and k plus 2 into 2k plus 3 divided by 6. So what is this? K plus 1, k plus 2 into 2k plus 3. How we can multiply these two terms? K into 2k, 2k square, k into 3k, sorry, k into 3, 3k, 2 into 2k, that means 4k. So 2 into 3, what is this? 6 whole divided by 6. So what is this one? K plus 1 into 2k squared. What is this? 3k plus 4k. It is 7k plus 6 divided by 6. So this is actually want to get k plus 1, 2k squared plus 7k plus 6 by 6. So what we have? The same term. Look at that. The same term. We get the same term. So we can write this like k plus 1, 2k square plus 7k plus 6, which is like 2k square plus 3k plus 4k plus 6 whole divided by 6. Now it is k plus 1 is outside. There is not difference. So what is this? Look at here. We can write this like k plus 2, k plus 2 into 2k plus 3 by 6. So we will get, what is this? K plus 1 into, we can write k plus 2 like k plus 1 plus 1 into 2k plus 3. What is that? 2k plus 1 plus 1 whole divided by 6. So hence we got what is p of k plus 1. Look at this. That same term. We get the same term. So we can say that p of k plus 1 is true. So we can say that p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. Then by principle of mathematical induction, p of n is true for all natural number n.